it was the other day. This is looking good. We're at about 50, getting there. Oh, did it work? Let me reach over to this other laptop and I'm gonna reload.
I really need you to teach me how to put that cool background behind me.
There's all of our smiling faces and cool backgrounds.
If you just Google how to put a background on Zoom, it's pretty easy. Right, Nick?
It is. I just happen to have a picture of Liberty Center on my computer, so just uploaded it. Super easy.
I need something probably more appropriate than the Bahamas, but I thought it would be funny for today.
I think it's perfect.
I wouldn't mind being at a beach. I'm going to check Facebook and reload that page. I see it coming out through Vimeo. I haven't checked the audio on it yet.
Well, I haven't either. Hold on.
Ah, there we are.
Is anyone watching us?
The whole world. It looks like it's attempting to do closed captioning on the Facebook meeting.
Great.
Excellent.
So I'm going to switch back over to here. Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate it. All right.
Jen Jordabrick says she's a panelist.
Hi, Jen.
I'm going to check the audio on this.
There's at least one more person that says there's 7. Someone's secretly watching.
Where?
There we go. We've got audio coming through Vimeo.
It's a great question, Nick.
8.
And let's see what we've got here. So that stops and starts live stream. We've got a chat going on here. Nick Burgess 1 says to Nick Burgess 2, hello, distant relative. No, that's not on there.
I invited Jillian and Charlotte, but I didn't get a text back.
Aww.
So
Oh, we've got 3 attendees. Thank you, attendees.
Are they twins?
They dress very similar, but they're from totally different backgrounds.
They have totally different backgrounds. Now, I learned from Becky last night that I can do a picture of myself. So let's see if I can do that. If we, like when we stopped the videos and she had a picture of herself.
Yeah, you can do that. Excellent.
oh, look at that.
I learned a lot.
There you go. And so Tracy, during public meetings, if you just record yourself on a loop, looking interested in typing,
And
and then
nodding.
replace that with your virtual background, and then you slide out of frame, and nobody will know.
So I'm curious, as panelists, what does your interface control set look like at the bottom of your screen or wherever it is located? Do you have a share screen option?
I do.
Yes.
Awesome.
And a record button, Q&A.
Participants, Q&A, chat, share screen, and record.
Awesome. So you pretty much got everything I've got. I'm wondering how much in as far as controls do you have with other panelists? Can you click on someone else? I know I can as a host, but can you as a panelist click on someone else? Not that we necessarily need this, but mute or turn off video? No. Okay. Yeah, you got a raised hand. I don't know what to do with that, but we've got a raised hand. You did it again.
Who did that? How?
I don't see
Are you
it.
seeing that?
So if you click on participants, it'll pull up a panel,
Oh, then you can
and
mute
then
them.
I can raise my hand. No, I can't.
Oh,
mute
I
somebody
can't mute
else.
anyone, but I see your hand is raised.
Oh.
Yep, raise hand.
Oh,
Hi,
hi.
Ryan.
I like that I'm the most professionally dressed person here. That's
What?
not true. I'm joking.
What?
I'm joking.
I'm a little bit sad, Nick, that you made no comment about what is clearly my newer setup here.
I appreciated it earlier. It was good. I assume you used that for the We Run interview.
I did not actually. I don't remember when I implemented this, but I got so jealous of Joel's setup that I said I've got to have something different. So
I want to note that all the panelists are library staff because they're all curious about what we're doing.
So Trish Smith, my friend from United Way, just texted me, "You
Oh,
look
Deb's
marvelous on Facebook. Nice background."
Mhm. There you go.
And Deb Peterson just joined us too, so that's nice.
Hi,
did.
Dad.
My favorite thing was I was watching a tutorial earlier on the webinars versus the meetings, and the fellow who was talking had a kind of a similar background. And I was impressed at how he didn't have kind of that green screeny little bit of wavering going on. And people were apparently asking him how he was accomplishing this effect. And so he waited till the very end of the meeting after all the pertinent information was out and proceeded to zoom out, and it was just a poster on his wall. So that is also an option for everybody if you want to change up your background.
That's great.
I was really wishing I could have done that for when you wanted our work at home space, because my friend is an attorney in Arizona, and he posted he looked like he was in like a Muppet studio or something, with all the furniture had teeth, and it was amazing.
Now, was it animated?
No, that would have been even more cool. I was actually first trying to figure out if it really was his office because it wouldn't surprise me.
See, now I haven't looked that far into changing the backgrounds, but if we can start putting animated backgrounds, I think the attendance levels will go way up.
That'd be cool.
Ryan, just watch for Tracy. She's going to put herself in a loop so that you think she's at the meetings.
And I'll be in my kitchen drinking wine.
Smiling and nodding her head.
It's kind of like sticking on open eyes so that you can sit there and sleep in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Susie says hi from Solon. Hello, Susie. How are you?
Oh, hi,
Paul
Susie.
asks if this is how city council meetings are happening these days. It is, Paul. Jim would like to know if the P&Z meeting got posted from last night. Well, the answer, Paul, Jim, I'm sorry. This is why we're here. It's because we had some technical issues last night. So we didn't actually have a meeting. So now we're stress testing it. Deb Peterson says we all look amazing. Thank you. I feel pretty good. I feel greasy. I don't wear glasses hardly ever. And, you know, my 20-minute commute's become a 20-step commute. So I'm now walking down the stairs. Though I was having issues. I've been wearing a face mask when I've been out walking the dog. And it steams up my glasses. So I can't wear sunglasses or these glasses very easily while walking the dog. But it was super foggy this morning, so that it wasn't any worse with the face mask and glasses.
I think that could be a user error because I don't have my glasses steam up when I wear my face mask. So you might want to check on your application of your face mask.
Gauntlet
Okay,
thrown.
I'll tell my mom you don't like her. You think there's a problem with the face
No, I
mask
said
she made me.
user error. That means you aren't putting it on correctly.
So if anybody's curious and not looking at the output, this is possibly one of the questions that would come up for those of us who are right here and who will be conducting meetings, is that we're coming out in a grid appearance, which is kind of nice, my opinion, so that we're all visible, as opposed to, I think one of the other options is that by the audio recognition, it just puts whoever's speaking or whoever has a dog bark in the background or whatever the sound at the forefront.
Fire alarm. My daughter set off our fire alarm the other day during one of our staff meetings.
Oh. Okay.
I'm getting texts aplenty from people complimenting on it.
Grant has joined us on Facebook. So hello, Grant. I hope you're well. I hope this meets with your legal approval. That's all I got.
So let me check, see how many participants we've got. I've got 5 attendees, 6 panelists. I mean, we're coming through on this side, and I'm gonna switch back over to the back end of Vimeo just to see what that looks like again. So it should be going out to YouTube. Let me check that.
commenting on it.
Let's see. We've
Heard
got public meetings. There it is. All right. It is working well in all areas. So, I don't suppose we're probably going to get any more panelists or attendees. I'm very grateful for everybody who showed up. I feel pretty well convinced that this is a good workable option. Nick and I have also talked about other potential fail safes in case it does not manage to go live because challenges of that. So we will address that as we come to those moments. How's everybody else feeling? Thanks for playing along.
Do we know why it didn't work last night?
Not entirely certain whether. As far as my input, I'm not entirely certain if it was a Zoom issue or if it was something to do with Vimeo. Nick, you had your hand raised.
I was just believed that I think Vimeo failed us last night. There were clearly some issues when I went in to look at what the setup was this morning. So I think that was the problem, which is why we've got our solution will be a phone number. Folks can call in, and worst case scenario, they'll be able to listen to it live. We will of course continue to record and post those meetings afterwards so that folks can see those videos and play them on the channel as well. But I think that was the issue.
And so a little bit of an insider view, how it trees out and connects to some of the other services to give an idea. If there is a problem along the way, the way this is set up allows us to direct it to one path, Vimeo, and then we can tree out from there to Facebook, to YouTube. So if something happens at the Vimeo end and disallows us from doing that, it cuts us off from the other outputs as well. And so having this phone number as an option now can at least provide us connectivity to the public, some access.
Jillian just texted if we'd like to meet the baby.
Is she going to log in?
Well, I just sent her an invite, so we'll see.
All right. You have to make her a panelist. Hey, we can
I
use the
can't. You
promote
have to.
function. Let's see who we've got.
So Derek, can we turn off? Is it possible to turn off the chat in Zoom for attendees?
As far as I learned from what I was watching, I believe that should be something. Let's see, to all panelists and attendees, because this isn't the question that you asked.
We'll talk about it offline then.
Okay.
All right. I feel good.
Okay. We can go ahead and call it. All right. Thank you all so much again. And it appears that we are up and running with the webinar function. So
thanks for joining us, North Liberty.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
all right.
Bye.
All right. I'll go ahead and